Hi you guys, what's up? Today we are going to, I guess I should introduce ourselves first. So I'm Thea, in case you didn't know, it's so rude of me to assume. And that's...
I'm Luke.
Yeah, I was gonna introduce him, but he's a grown man, he can do it. Anyway, so we are taking this test, all the voice actors on Twitter were doing it, and I was like, oh, I wanna do it, and then I was going to do it, and then I was like, oh no, this is a good video idea. So it's called How Y'all Use and You Guys Talk, and it basically is just a quiz to kind of determine what your regional dialect is. It's super cool. I will put it in below or right here, who knows. You can usually just like look it up or whatever too, if you don't like to click things. So let's get started. The first question is, how would you address a group of 2 or more people? The options are you all, use, with it, which is like Y-O-U-S-E, which I hate to look at. You lot, you guys, you uns, yins. I have no idea who says that at all, and I would be sad to meet them, sorry. You, other, y'all.
I'm definitely you guys.
Yeah, I'm either between... Sometimes I do a good y'all. I know I will drop a y'all, but I feel like it's not... I'm probably just a you. For a group, but a group of 2 or more people. Hey, no, it is probably you guys. I think I'm you guys too.
Yeah, and I'm
you lot. I wish I said that.
Yeah, definitely like my gut is you guys.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm at too. Okay, take the next one.
What is the distinction between dinner and supper?
Oh, you got a different 2.
Should we just do it from one of them?
Yeah, we'll just do it. Just remember what you said in this one, right? Do we need a piece of paper?
I think it's gonna guess. I think it's gonna guess where we're from at the end, right?
Yeah.
So
you have to fill in your own quiz. Here, I'm gonna pause this.
What do you call a sweet carbonated beverage? Soda, pop, Coke, tonic, soft drink, lemonade, Coca-Cola, or Coca-Cola, fizzy drink, dope, or other?
Oh,
I say soda, but I grew up saying pop.
I don't really ask for sweet carbonated beverages, so I call a sweet carbonated beverage. I probably do ask for a lemonade, because I don't really ask for like, can I have a soda? But it's like, this question is confusing to me. Because if it's in terms of a sweetened carbonated beverage, I don't call everything a lemonade. But if I'm gonna reach for something, I want a lemonade.
You're just I am always
asking for a lemonade, so I probably should put this one. Okay, what do you call the night before Halloween? Gate night? That's so funny. Trick night, mischief night, cabbage night, goosey night. Excuse me. Devil's night, devil's eve. I have no word for this other.
I have no word.
Yeah, I feel like I call it Hallows Eve, right? Like Christmas Eve, and that's not on here. The closest is Devil's Eve, so I guess I'll put other.
Wait, so what is the thing you call it?
I call it Hallows Eve. That would be like the night before Halloween. It's like, oh, it's Hallows Eve, like Christmas Day, Christmas Eve.
That's a good one.
What do you call a big road on which you drive relatively fast? Highway, freeway, parkway, turnpike. Oh, sorry. This is your turn to ask this.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm so... No. You should do it. This is a man's question. Not to gender questions.
What do you call a big road on which you drive relatively fast? Highway, freeway, parkway, turnpike, expressway, throughway. A freeway is bigger than a highway. A freeway is free. A highway doesn't charge tolls. A highway isn't. Freeway has limited access, no lights, no intersections, whereas a highway can have stoplights or intersections. I say freeway, and freeway is bigger than a highway.
So you say, so you would say freeway is bigger than a highway?
Yes.
That's yours? Man, I don't even...
I think you can only pick one answer.
Yeah,
right?
You can.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I would probably call it... I feel like freeway and highway are interchangeable for me, but I'll go with freeway because of the Amy Mann song. But you can't afford
Goof.
How do you pronounce the second syllable of pajamas? With the vowel in jam, with the vowel in palm. Palm jammas? Or
Pajamas.
pajamas?
Or pajamas.
I'm obviously pajam.
Yeah, I say pajamas, but like when I'm being pretentious, I say pajamas.
Pajamas. I can't even do that.
Charles, go get your pajamas on.
Marceline, darling, come into the kitchen and play string.
Exactly.
Too much. Oh, this is a good one.
Your hunter doesn't know what to say. How do you pronounce caramel? With 2 syllables, caramel, or with 3 syllables, caramel. Or I use both pronunciations interchangeably. I use both pronunciations but have 2 different meanings or other.
I'm definitely caramel.
Yeah, I'm caramel too. I do say caramel. I just sometimes I say caramel for other people.
To annoy them.
I feel like if you're like working at a restaurant, sometimes certain people are like, "What?" It's like caramel.
Oh,
you have to be.
Yeah. I don't want your job ever. Okay. Do you call the sweet spread that is put on cake frosting or icing? Ugh. Oh man, I'd probably call it both. I'm probably more likely to say icing though, so I'm gonna go with that.
Or the other answer.
Oh yeah.
Frosting and icing are 2 different things, which is what I would say.
Oh, it is? That's because you're all chefy. I should probably read all the answers. So, it was, do you call the sweet spread that is put on cake frosting or icing? Frosting, icing, frosting and icing refer to different things, which was Luke's answer. Both, neither, or other. And I'm going with, I call it icing.
Do you...
Do I know the difference?
Would you think... I think that there's a difference, at least in my mind.
I think frosting is thicker than icing.
Yeah. Icing, I would say, is like what's on a donut, right? Icing is like, or like on a glazed
Well, and you
donut.
can ice a cupcake that's frosted. So they are technically different things. I don't care, and I'm calling it icing.
Actually, maybe I'm just thinking of glaze.
I don't
That's what I
know.
say.
You are
Anyway.
being a silly bean. Okay, here you go.
All right. What do you call a drive-through liquor store? Brew pub, party barn, bootlegger, beer barn, beverage barn. We have these in my area, but we have no special term for them. I've never heard of such a thing. Never heard of such a thing.
I don't think I've heard of a drive-through liquor store either. I'm sure they have it. But I feel like if I was going to call a drive-through liquor store, that is a party barn, right? Like, I feel like I've heard these words. Like,
It's definitely a good name for it.
yeah. I don't know what to put. Because it feels like I have heard a drive-through liquor store isn't shocking to me, that would be I've never heard of such a thing. Like Hallows Eve, I've heard of other people calling things for Halloween. I've never heard of Goosey Night or whatever, but I love it.
Goosey Night.
So I guess I'm gonna say party barn because it sounds like I've never personally have been to a drive-through liquor store. I guess that's the thing.
Yeah.
But I think people call them party barns from where I was from. Oh, did you? No, you did the other one. You did the.
Yeah,
it was like a alcohol
party
part. That's the perfect question for you. How do you pronounce ant? Which just tells you how I pronounce it, but with the vowel in ah to sound like ant. With the vowel in cot, I have the same value in ah, cot, and ant to sound like ant. Oof. Sorry to judge, but oof. I use ah when referring to the general concept of ant, or aunt, but I use ant when I refer to a specific person by name. I use ant when referring to the general concept of an ant, but I use ah when I refer to a specific person by name or other. I think I'm ant. I don't think it changes. I've tried to say aunt, but it feels so pretentious and it's weird in my mouth.
Yeah, I say aunt.
I say aunt. Of course you do. I'm ant. Because society values them as really insignificant when they can be very significant parts of your life. So it's actually a burn.
They can carry it up to 10 times their body weight. What do you call the small freshwater lobster often found in lakes and streams? Crawfish, crayfish, crowfish, crawdad, mudbug. I have no word for this critter or other.
I feel like I have interchanged between I think when I was little, I definitely used to say crayfish. And but now it's always been crawfish. So I guess I'll go with crawfish.
Yeah, go crawfish.
But I have heard of mug bug before. I should call them that. That's way more fun to say. What do you call something that is both across the street from you at an intersection or diagonally across from you in general? Kitty corner, catter corner, catty corner, kitty cross, kitty wampus. I love it. I would only use diagonal for this. I have no term for this other. I think, man, I wish, it's weird that they have like interchangeables on some and then they don't on others. Because I'm between kitty corner and probably catty corner. But I want to say kitty wampus. But I probably would say kitty corner.
I say kitty corner. Definitely
kitty corner. It's so much fun to say. Why don't we say kitty corner more?
How do you pronounce the bin?
We're going to say bean.
Oh my god. With the vowel in sit, the vowel in see, the vowel in set, or other. Like
bin.
Bin. I'm like bin. Like
bin.
As in like
sit,
a bin. Like a bin that you put things in, but it's
how you bean is see. Right now, how do you see? Yeah, with bean and then set ben. Ben, how you been?
How you been?
Sit. Have you
been? I think it's like, it's weird.
Bin.
I don't know why they chose those examples.
Bin. I think I'm in set, though. I think it's...
You say Ben?
How have you been? No, I'm saying Ben, huh? I want to say Ben. I'm trying to say Ben, but I always say a Ben, right?
I think my professor in college, Jane Perswedenhoft, said that bin is correct. She was so surprised that it's actually like bin, like B-I-N is the way you're supposed to pronounce it.
Yeah, I think I've been trying to pronounce it differently, but yes, that is how I pronounce it. You did the bin one, right?
Who knows?
Okay. What do you call the insect that flies around in the summer and glows in the dark? Lightning bug, firefly. I use lightning bug and firefly interchangeably. Beanie Wally.
What?
Oh Beanie Wally. I have no word for this other. I feel like I probably do use, and I feel like I've just been calling them fire. No, I'd use them interchangeably.
I'm firefly.
You're firefly. Cool, wicked show. You haven't even seen Firefly, have you?
I've seen a couple episodes. I've seen the movie.
Oh, I guess that's what really matters. I guess this is you.
What do you call a small gray bug that curls up into a ball when it's touched? A pill bug, a doodle bug, a potato bug, roly-poly, sow bug or sow bug, basketball bug, twiddle bug, roll-up bug, woodlouse, millipede, centipede. I know what this creature is, but I have no word for it. I have no idea what this creature is, or other.
Oh, man.
I have no idea.
You never knew what it was? You never heard of a I call it a roly-poly-oly, so technically it's other, but I'm gonna switch to roly-poly. Do you know what the bug looks like?
No.
You don't? It's like this little gray bug. It is like the same color as Marcy, and it's like cylinder-like, and it's got all of these ridges on it, and then when you touch it, it rolls up into a single ball. You've never seen a roly-poly-oly. Oh my god, you were homeschooled.
I know those words. I'm looking at that, I'm like, I've heard those words that refer to something, but I don't know them.
I can't believe that you don't even know what a roly-poly is.
I guess I know what a millipede and centipede is, but those are different, right?
Yeah, they are different. I think
that's what I thought too.
And that's probably just, no offense, the lack of identification. I don't even think they're called roly-polies either, so who am I to talk? But I know him because there was like a cartoon show that he wasn't a roly-poly, but it was like, that was also at the time, and that was what we called them.
And I also, I know, so millipedes and centipedes do curl up, but why would I would never touch them. They're disgusting. They curl up when they die.
Boys, I feel like, have like childhood members of like, oh, I'm gonna touch this bug. You're not a bug person.
Yeah, I mean, I once in 4-H, I had like a bug collection. I had like a beetle and some moths and stuff, but I don't like them. I don't know. I'm not gonna. Also, yeah, millipedes and centipedes will like bite you. I think one of them will.
One of them does. I think the millipede bites, the centipede doesn't, or it's vice versa. But yeah.
They're gross.
Centipedes are cool, I think. Millipedes, I think, is the danger one. Because millipedes, I think, have the horns. Usually when something has horns, stay away. I was very Christian. Sorry. Then it was me, right? Or did I read the roly-poly?
I think you read it, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure you did.
Okay, so then this one's you. We know what we're doing.
What do you call the grass area?
Sorry. Can you say it again? I coughed over it.
Oh my god. What do you call the area of grass in the middle of some streets? A boulevard, a midway, a traffic island, an island, neutral ground. I have no word for this. Median or other. Let's say boulevard. Oh no, actually I think boulevard and median. Boulevard and median are different things, I think.
I call it grass in the middle.
I would say boulevard. Well,
I think I call it a traffic island.
I think I would.
But maybe I'm calling it. Maybe if I called it a midway, I don't drive, so I don't have all these terms usually interchangeably out of my vocabulary.
Yeah, I would think a boulevard. I think is
a boulevard. I always think of the Green Day song. I always thought that's like a street itself. Like.
Yeah, I think I would say. I think I would say median.
Yeah, that's what I would say. So I guess it's like midway is essentially for. I guess it's
midway
median.
is like.
Oh no, median or other was one of them. Yeah, I think I say a median too. I've never really. I may have sometimes called it an island, but I don't know, or like a traffic island. But usually I'm like that thing in the middle of the road over there. Look at those flowers.
Look at those flowers over yonder.
Yonder. All right. What do you call a sale of unwanted items on your porch, in your yard, etc.? Tag sale, yard sale, garage sale, rummage sale, thrift sale, stoop sale, carport sale, sidewalk sale, jumble sale, car boot sale, patio sale, other. I'm probably more likely to say garage sale than yard sale, but I use them probably interchangeably.
I would say garage sale.
Yeah. What's the next one?
What is the distinction between dinner and supper? Supper is an evening meal. Dinner is eaten earlier. Supper is an evening meal. Dinner is the main meal. Dinner takes place in a more formal setting than supper. There is no distinction. They are both the same meaning. I don't use the word supper. I don't use the word dinner or other.
I've said that they had the same meaning.
I would say that dinner is more formal.
Oh yeah, I've always been, they have the same meaning. Because every dinner is technically formal, even if you're eating it naked in your bed. It's formal for nudist.
Nudist formal.
Depends on, formal to me is always dependent on what silverware and like plateware you use. That's usually been about it. I think that's very southern. What do you call the long sandwich that contains cold cuts, lettuce, and so on? Sub, grinder, hoagie, hero, poor boy, bomber, Italian sandwich, baguette, sarnie. I have no word for this other. I probably call it a sub.
Sub.
Yeah. But the next would be po' boy. Depending on what kind of is. Po' boy usually I feel like has like fried meat.
Yeah, it's kind of a specific thing.
Yeah.
What do you call the area of grass between the sidewalk and the road? Berm, parking, tree lawn, terrace, curb strip, beltway, verge. I have no word for this. I have no word for it.
You don't? Yeah, I don't know what they're even talking about. The area of grass between the sidewalk. That the homes own. Okay, yeah, or it's like it's government property, but it's the homeowner's responsibility to make sure like the grass doesn't get too tall. I just remember learning about that when I was little, and it like fascinated me.
Yeah, it's like a weird gray area, a no man's land of every street.
Yeah, I didn't call it a terrace. I guess like that is the word that I would. I guess it is a terrace. Because I don't know, because terrace to me also means something else. I don't know. I guess I just call it.
Strip of grass by the road.
I really would. It's not a curb strip. I would do like lawn strip. That was what I would say. So I guess that's other. What do you call, because you did the other one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
What do you call the small road where you're like clearly high and have no short-term memory? Welcome to LA. What do you call the small road parallel to the highway? Frontage road, servants road, access road, feeder road, gateway. We have them, but I have no word for them. I've never heard of this concept. Other.
Frontage.
Frontage?
Yep.
The small road parallel to the highway. I think I've always called it or heard it really referred to as service road. Because that's like supposed to be if there's like a huge truck, or that was always the imagery in my mind that they would go up that road. Yeah, I don't really drive though, so I don't really say that a bunch. Let's book it.
What do you call a traffic jam caused by drivers slowing down to look at an accident or other diversion on the side of the road? rubberneck, rubbernecking. Rubbernecking is the activity, slowing down or gawking, that causes the traffic jam, but I have no word for the traffic jam itself. Gaper's block, gaper's delay, looky-loo, curiosity delay, gawk block. I have no word for this or other.
Gawk block? That's hilarious.
I think I would say rubbernecking is the activity, but I have no word for what it causes. It's just a traffic jam, but it's caused by rubberneckers.
I feel like I've never really talked about this. It's always somebody else that is mentioning in traffic, because I'm just like, I've always just assumed traffic would be there, because that's just the mentality I was in when I was learning to drive. So, but I feel like a looky-loo is what I've heard. That's like what my grandma calls it. Yes, I've heard like a looky-loo of like, and that is like what I would describe people like, oh, they're having like a looky-loo looking at the people. Like that is, I don't really, it's like, I've only said this maybe to like Uber drivers, right? Oh, they're all having a looky-loo. If there was word, it's like gander of everybody looking, but yeah, looky-loo would be first. It's so weird. What do you call the thing from which you might drink water in school? Bubbler, water bubbler, drinking fountain, water fountain, other. I say water fountain.
Say drinking fountain.
You never got to really... Well, I guess you've had them in Publix, because they're not necessarily in schools, they're in parks. He was homeschooled, and he still didn't have drinking fountain experience.
People where I'm from say either water fountain or bubbler, though.
Really? Ooh.
Bubbler.
That's like the bubbler. That's weed to me.
Bubbler?
That's what makes me think.
Like a bomb?
Yeah, that's the bubbler. Sometimes that's how it was called when I was in high school.
I think it's a brand name. I think it was a brand name of drinking fountain called bubbler, and so people call them bubblers. Ugh. I believe.
All right. Well, they just made them be smokers. That was a mind game from the government. Oh my god. You right.
How do you pronounce the first syllable of lawyer? Rhymes with boy, rhymes with flaw. I use both pronunciations interchangeably or other.
Lawyer, law, flaw. Am I a liar?
Is it like a lawyer?
No.
Or is it a lawyer?
Lawyer.
Yeah, it's a boy.
Okay, yeah. No, I want this one. Oh, that's so... Liar. Lawyer. I don't even know how to say. A law. Oh my god. How do you pronounce cot? Oh, yes. Do you pronounce cot and cot the same?
So C-O-T and O-C-A-U-G-H-T.
Yes. I tried to make them different. I don't know if they're coming out that way. But I know they are different. Like a cot. I probably have a harder T than cot. Right?
I say the same. Why work that hard?
Oh my god. Let's see what you would do.
What do you call a large motor vehicle used to carry freight? A semi-truck, a tractor-trailer, trailer truck, transfer truck, transport, truck and trailer, semi-trailer, 18-wheeler, truck, rig/big rig, lorry, or other.
Oh man.
Semi.
Yeah, I think I call it a semi too. No, I don't want to say submit. Check. Okay, now we submit. Luke already has his answers because they do the same thing. Whoa, that's pretty interesting.
What does it say?
They say Detroit, Rockford, Aurora. That's where my family grew up. Now my aunt lives in Texas. My mom lives in New York. I've got a bunch of family still in Detroit. My grandma lives in Florida, and I live in California, so we're off the map.
Mine were... Because it's got like 3 ones that are highlighted, right? What's the top picture? Because there's like that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So mine are Milwaukee, Minneapolis, and Stockton, California.
That's probably really accurate for you, though. Wow. Yeah. I did not get any. It's very. So I speak very like downtown Midwest is what it's saying basically because it's Detroit, Aurora, which I've never even heard of, and Rockford.
Yeah, mine...
is that Indy? I don't even know. I'm so fucking American. What is this state?
Oh, that's Illinois.
Illinois. Yeah, so I'm Chicago. I guess that is probably true because with my Rochester influence mixed with the South, mixed with, I mean, my family is in the Detroit area. So that would be, yeah, that's very interesting.
It's also like, in thinking about it, because some of the words, like one of the ones that it says, like from Stockton, it says frontage road. That's a word, because the first restaurant I ever worked at, my first job in Wisconsin, it was on Pioneer Road, which turns into a frontage road. So the people who worked there referred to it as the frontage road, I think. And I think that I don't know, because I don't know if my parents do or not, but I'm like, so because those people might be from other places and just say frontage road, and so I just say frontage road because they do too, right? I might have been, sometimes you can be influenced with something specific like that by one person. Like I say kitty corner, so if I might say kitty corner a lot and convince somebody who knows me.
I'm gonna start convincing people it's kitty wumpus for sure, but that's the really interesting point, because I feel like I there's definitely, I was different, that I wasn't influenced by what people said, but I remember people saying it, and then in my head I was like, no, it's pronounced this way. And I like chose a pronunciation over what I've heard, because it's like, yeah, I guess like I've heard interchangeably y'all and you guys, but there was definitely like some Texas stuff where it's like, I know, like, and it's also hard because it's like, I'm going to call it a semi. The next thing on my mind is an 18-wheeler, right? I'm going to say you guys. The next one on my mind is y'all. And I like to sometimes give like a little spice and vocabulary.
Yeah.
I probably, you guys feel so youthful. I feel like when you get older, you're going to have to just say you very sternly.
You
is
guys.
that growing up
Well,
is letting go you guys?
I do say y'all sometimes. It's not like my gut, but it's a thing. I think y'all was very useful because it is gender inclusive, and it is just, and it's easy to say, and you can be like, hey, how are you? Or I say, when I'm serving tables, I say folks a lot.
You say folks?
That's like good. You know, how are you folks doing, right? Especially if it's like some older couples or something.
Very
it's
Midwest too.
All inclusive. It's nice. It's like classy.
Sorry, my cat is doing some bizarre parkour move in the midst of this video, and it was very distracting. I don't even understand how he can support himself and balance. I wish he would teach me. It feels like his sticky paws. But if you hear knocks, that's him.
Also, interesting fact: if you're doing this, so I had different questions than you did.
You did?
Some of them were the same and some of them were different.
Huh.
So it's not, if you take the quiz multiple times, you will get multiple different questions to answer.
Wow.
So
Good
yeah,
to know. Thank you.
I think maybe probably 10.
Yeah.
At least 10 of them were different, I think.
Well, and they probably eliminate based on what you say. They're like, okay, then if you're saying this, there's this area seems to know that.
Yeah,
so.
I don't know if it's narrowing down or how, but...
Well, and it definitely, it would make sense that... I feel like most people can understand I'm from Texas pretty clearly when I'm talking to them, but in terms of tests, I think that's hard too, because of, I'm picking, because I remember I would go home from school and then my aunt would be like, you can't say these words like this. It's not cement, it's cement, right? She would go around and correct me. And she's Detroit. I would be surprised if she didn't get the same thing that I got.
At first I was thinking, it must be random, but no, you're probably right, because the first question we had was the same, right? Because the first one was the you guys, y'all one, and then we both answered differently.
Yeah,
right?
and we started
So that's why where it's split off. So you probably will get the same thing if you do it multiple times.
Yeah.
But if you answer differently, you'll get different questions.
Mm-hmm. It's very fun. I'm gonna definitely go to Aurora and Rockford and meet people that sound like me. And I guess we should go to Stockton and find people that sound like you, dude.
Let's go.
But thank you guys so much for watching. Here is the link. Here is stuff to follow Luke. Here's stuff to follow me. Please like and subscribe if you like this. We just do weird quizzy videos. Sorry if this was all over the place, but it was cool to learn.
Yay!
Yay! Yes, that's gonna work. So bye.